it's day 8 of the diet. Been for my run this morning, washed my hair and everything in my shower. I'm just a bit annoyed because like today felt like a really good run. Like I had like more energy, my legs weren't giving me like, or like being a pain like they normally are, so I actually felt like I was doing a really good pace. And that bloody hill that I have been like missing out for a long while because I've been really struggling and just haven't been sort of in the frame of mind to do it. I did it today and like tackled it, and I didn't even feel phased by it. It weren't like this massive thing, like I didn't feel like I was dying afterwards. So I was like, yes, I've finally done, and if I do that hill it means I've done 4k. So I did the 4k, looked at my running app, and my running app hadn't been recording it, so I have no stats for it. So I'm just so annoyed. It's probably been my best run in God knows how long, and I have no stats for it. And I'm just kind of in that frame of mind of, was it because the conditions were really good or whatever that I actually did a really good run? I don't know. I'm hoping that it's not that, because obviously I wouldn't want for this to be a one-off. I'm hoping that it's because where like I'm slowly losing the weight, that it means it's just easier for my legs to actually carry the weight, and that and yeah, that I'm just getting that little bit healthier and that little bit better. Because I kind of I've been going through like a slump in terms of I was steadily getting better with my pace, and then it just all of a sudden just plummeted again, and I was almost going back to like as bad as I was when I first started out. So so yeah, I'm just really hoping that this is me getting back to actually being better, and that I'm actually starting to enjoy the running rather than having to struggle every time, because it's, yeah, pretty much every single run has been a real struggle, and I don't feel the benefits of it until after, like after I've recovered. But yeah, today actually felt like it was a really good run, and I just hope that really sort of, that becomes a regular thing, because I will keep up the running. It's just I kind of half dread it when I start running because I know it's gonna hurt. But yeah, so hopefully that means hopefully onwards and upwards now. So it's day 4 of the second week, so that's what, 11 days now I've been on this diet. Yesterday was a bad day. I think I kind of went a bit sort of extreme in terms of I weren't having snacks when I felt hungry, or weren't drinking and stuff. So when it came to making dinner, I was extremely hungry, and I was having to make obviously my son and my husband's dinner first because my son was screaming because he was hungry. I was trying to get dinner done earlier so we could go for a nice long walk, but that obviously meant that what he normally does when he wakes up from his evening nap, he normally has like some raisins or a snack before, while I'm cooking dinner or whatever. Obviously because he didn't have his snack, he was very grumpy. So yeah, I had that. I was starving hungry myself to the point I actually felt a bit shaky. So yeah, you can imagine I wasn't exactly very happy at the fact that 1, I had a screaming child, 2, I was cooking them an amazing dinner that smelled absolutely amazing, and I couldn't have any of it, and I had to wait until their dinner was done before I could make my own. And my own was very unsatisfying when I just, like I said, I've just been smelling and looking at theirs all the time. So yeah, yesterday was a very bad day in terms of I was just like, why am I even doing this? Luckily I got over that. We went on the walk, it was lovely. Like the last few days I've been getting nearly like, or average over 15,000 steps in, as well as obviously my run, although technically on the other day, yeah, that included the steps that I did in my run, but yeah, still I'm getting over 10,000 steps a day. I'm hoping we can keep it up while the weather's nice. It's cold, but at least the weather's nice, it's not raining, and Bubs is loving obviously getting out and getting some fresh air, so I think we'll keep it up as long as we can social distance and stuff, which people have been quite good at doing around here actually. We've not had any issues with it. Yeah, today has been a good day. I mean, it's only really just started, but I went on my run, and again it was a really good run. It was my best run yet in terms of time, because my running app actually worked this time, so it meant I was able to record my times, but it was also just how I felt as well, in terms of like my legs didn't feel so heavy, my knee wasn't playing up like I had a bit of jip with it last week, or last run, but I just sort of ran through it, which I probably shouldn't have done. But yeah, I had no problems with it this time. But I actually felt as if I was running. Like if you were to look at my last like day in isolation video, it looks like I'm about to collapse. That's what I think well, it was a kind of like a sort of half-assed jog. But I actually feel like I'm actually getting there in terms of I actually look like I'm running. Like I'm lifting my legs up, I'm actually I'm going faster and stuff. So I don't know if that has anything to do with like the fact that I'm losing weight, so it's easier for me to do it. If it's just my health in general that's just improving, or my sort of stamina in terms of how fast I can run and how like my lungs like capacity and stuff. It's probably a mixture of all of it, but yeah, I'm hoping that it means that, because I've had a bit of a slump obviously recently, so I'm hoping that this means that I'll have a few more runs that will be good, and that I'll be like my time will be getting better each time. Because my ultimate goal at the moment is to try and get it 5 minutes per kilometre, because obviously I'm only limiting myself to half an hour runs. So if I'm able to do like 5 minutes per kilometre, then that means I could actually do 5 kilometres in half an hour, and I've never been able to do that even when I was at my fittest. But then when I was at my fittest I wasn't doing running at a regular basis, so yeah, it would be nice to be able to do that, because what I would eventually like to be able to do, like this is like far off in the distance, it's probably like years away at the moment, but I'd love to eventually be able to do like 10k. Definitely won't be able to do that in the space of half an hour, but yeah, I'd like to be able to at least run 10k. So today is Sunday, so that's day 14 of the diet now. That means it's the last day of the really strict, or the most strictest part of the diet, so to speak. I've not weighed myself today, because I like to get like 14 full days out of the way, so I will weigh myself tomorrow, because then it'll be 2 weeks exactly since I started the diet. I think I've lost quite a bit of weight again. I'm not sure if I've lost as much as I did in the first week, but we'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I have, because that would be nice to keep that consistent. But I'm just so looking forward to like tomorrow and just starting off having a bit more variety into my diet. So from tomorrow I should be able to start eating like vegan substitutes, so like fake fish fillets and like vegan sausages and things like that. So I'll do a separate video on that, so you can see the next stage of the diet, and then just see how much weight I can lose on that. Yeah, it's been a tough few weeks, but not as bad as it could have been. I think if I'd tried to do like a fully sort of like pure protein and really low carb, then I probably would have suffered, because obviously carbs give you energy. But yeah, it's not been so bad, but I probably would have lost more if I'd done protein. And also my stomach is still really bloated, so like I'll start the day off with my stomach reasonably flat as it can be when I have diastasis recti, and then by the end of the day it's full on bloated again because of the amount of carbs that I'm eating. So so that's the one issue I found with it. And yeah, it does get a bit boring eating the same thing over and over again for 2 weeks. I probably could have a bit more variety, but because I'm super fussy with my food, I'm just kind of like, and I like to keep into a routine, even if it does mean I'm having the same food over and over again. But yeah, so it would be nice to actually have a change of plate as of tomorrow. Oh, I also did my run today as well, like I do every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. And today was an even better day. I managed to beat my personal best yet again. This time I was like, because when I was watching back the vlog, like my last vlog, or not my last vlog, the vlog before the last vlog, where I showed myself as I started off and finished my run, and it just looked like I was doing just such a half-assed jog that people probably thought I like stopped around the corner and like had a burger or something. So I just looked at it and I was like, you know what, I really need to like lift my feet up and actually, or like lift my knees and actually make it look like I'm actually running, and it might actually help me improve my pace, because even though my pace had started to improve, I thought like it it would probably only improve so much. So I thought if I really started to sort of get my legs moving and actually get more into a run, then I might do better. And yeah, I did. And also there was the fact that normally I start off quite slow on the run, and then I sort of pick up the pace. But I think that was also what was keeping me sort of quite slow, in terms of, because I'm not pushing myself to go far. Well, I kind of do. Like, as soon as I've done the first kilometre and I find out what my time is, I try and then beat that for the next kilometre, and so on and so forth. But I thought if I start off fast, then again I might do the whole thing of trying to beat that time, or if not, trying to maintain that time. So my time slowly went down like a few seconds each kilometre this time round, and it was a bit harder running it, but obviously, like I said, it just meant that I actually did run faster. So so hopefully I can keep that going going forward, pretty much. I'm expecting a slump pretty soon, but if I keep pushing myself, I mean, I'm not pushing myself like ridiculously, it's just trying to push myself more out of the comfort zone, so I'm not just doing the same times each week. So but we'll see. I'm still kind of in that theory as well, that the more weight I lose as well, the easier it is for me to run, and the faster I should be able to run. So we'll see if that theory holds up. But yeah, so the last thing I'll do for this video is I'll weigh myself tomorrow, so then you can actually see how much I've lost over the first 2 weeks of the diet. And then going forward I'll do like the next stage in a different video. So keep your fingers crossed for me that tomorrow is going to be a good happy day, and that all the effort has been worth it, so fingers crossed. Hi guys, so I've just weighed myself, so that's 2 weeks of doing this diet, and I've lost £3 last week, £3 exactly. So overall I've lost between £8 and £9 in the space of 2 weeks on this diet, which isn't bad. I think normally when on average you do a diet, it's normally like £3 a week or something at best that you can lose. So the fact in the first week I lost over £5, or nearly £5, I can't even remember now, it's quite good. So I mean, I'm a bit apprehensive, or like I'm a bit anxious about the fact that I went from losing £5, nearly £6 to losing £3 the week after. So I don't know what I changed in my diet. Like, there's nothing really that I did change in my diet, other than like in the first week we didn't have digestive biscuits for me to snack on, but then the second week we did. That's the only thing I can think of that could have changed it, but they didn't really do much. I mean, my calorie intake is still quite low, and they're like, the biscuits are good for you to have in terms of if you get any cravings or anything. So yes, that's the only thing I can think of that might have slowed it down. It just makes me a bit, like I said, a bit anxious for this week going forward, or the next 2 weeks going forward, because the next 2 weeks are where I introduce vegan substitutes into my diet. So I can have like vegan sausages, vegan, like the fishless fillets, I can have vegan mincemeat and things like that. So and I was just looking at what we plan to have for dinner tonight. What I'm planning to cook for dinner tonight is my usual pasta that I have for my lunch, but instead I'm going to do that for dinner, so I'll swap it around with the jack potato that I normally have for dinner. But yeah, but what I'll be doing is doing the meatballs, like the vegan meatballs with it. So obviously that just means that my calorie intake is going to be higher. So it's going to be, I think the next 2 weeks are going to really show if this diet is actually worth doing, in terms of slowly adding things in, because yeah, I have a feeling it's like my weight loss may actually slow right down over the next 2 weeks, but at least it means I have variety. I think that's the one thing I've been craving, is just having some variety in my food. So so yeah, I think we'll just see how it goes. I'm trying to keep my calorie intake as low as I can. I mean, not like super low, I'm not starving myself, but yeah, I just want to keep it low, so I'm trying to keep it between 1500 and 1700 calories. So yeah, at the moment I've been able to keep it just about at 1500, so I'm thinking this the next 2 weeks is going to be between 1500 and 1700 without me like really doing much, just like eating normally. Like I said, we've added in vegan substitutes to it, but yeah, we'll see. I don't get any cheat meals yet. That will come after the next 2 weeks, so I've still got another 2 weeks to go before I can have a takeaway. God, I miss takeaway. Okay, right, so yeah, thanks for watching this video about my weight loss for the first 2 weeks. Here's hoping that there'll be further weight loss for the next 2 weeks, so that will be in the next video I do. So yeah, be sure to follow me on social media. I'm not posting updates on social media about my diets as much, so I'll just post them. I'll just keep them to the video for those that are actually interested in it. So, but yeah, please follow me on social media because I do post other updates on there, just not about my diet, about my running. I post on there. If you're into gaming, I do live streaming on a Sunday. Hopefully I might be able to extend that to Saturdays for the time being. Obviously, yeah, I do gaming videos as well. So yeah, so be sure to like them again if you are into gaming. On that note, I'm gonna say love you guys, and I shall see you all in the next video.